day out here.
Yeah.
Just thought how you feel, what it felt like out there at practice. How's the group?
Yeah, excited. It feels a little weird how quick it came. Today being the last day, but ultimately the goal from the first day was to be here. And we accomplished that so far. Now we have another one we need to attack tonight. But guys are excited. We know the opportunity we have in front of us, and we're excited about it.
You guys are aware of all the things that are happening outside. How much do you think this game means to people back home?
Everybody rallies behind the national teams, either country, any country. But there's so much pride in the Canadian country has in their hockey team, and it's always been that way. It's always been something that when these games are on, everyone in the country sits down and watches them, and it's all people talk about. And it gives people belief in whatever it is, whatever they're looking for, and it brings everybody together. So it's much larger than just a game. Like I said, it's country on country right now, and everyone's behind their teams.
At the same time, Brad, I think it'd be safe to say there's a lot of Canadians that are feeling some frustration right now about this relationship with the U.S. You guys are all Canadians. Do you personally, you share any of that, and does any of that come into the game tonight?
I don't get caught up in politics. It's not. I don't think there's a place in the game for it. This is a place for people to escape that stuff. You go out there, you get to come watch a game and get away from all the stresses that everybody has in the day-to-day life. Everybody has their own thing going on. It doesn't matter who you are, what job you have. Everybody has their own things that they're worried about. And games like this, they're an opportunity to kind of forget all that for a minute, enjoy a very intense, emotional game, and like I said, there's a lot of pride on the line. So people are excited about it, but I'm not one to get caught up in the political stuff.
But Trump phoned the American players this morning. He had a phone call in the locker room. I was wondering, did Trudeau call you guys? Does it make any difference?
I'm not getting into that stuff.
This being your home ice, is there any extra emotions going into tonight?
No, I think it means a little bit more being here. Obviously, I care tremendously about the city and the people and the fans, and a lot of friends and family here. But at the end of the day, when you get on the ice, you don't think about that stuff. You're so in the moment, and you're so caught up with what's happening on the bench and on the ice that's all left behind. So yeah, it means a lot to be here, but you forget about that stuff pretty quick.
Brad, how much feedback have you got from people at home? Saw today you gestured to Paul Hollingsworth, the CTV guy from Halifax, that came in here to cover you guys, like whether it be texts or people you grew up with, just personal things like that.
Yeah, there's so much support from everybody we know. Even Jarvie had a great story. He's got a bunch of buddies who flight got canceled, drove 30 hours down here to catch the game. There's just so much support from everybody that we care about, that cares about us, that have been with us along the way. So it means a tremendous amount, not just to the guys in the room, but the families and the friends and people that have watched us grow up and go from being young kids and young hockey players with a hope and a dream to be in the NHL to now being at this stage. There's a lot of pride that comes with that and a lot of support.
What
So there's going to be millions of Canadians watching in bars and living rooms in every province and territory. What do you hope they feel watching tonight?
I hope they feel the pride that we have to be playing for this team. We don't take this opportunity for granted. We hope they understand and see the pride that we have playing for our country and how much it means to us. We're obviously playing for the team and the group, but we're playing for our country, and we hope that they feel that, because ultimately that's what it's all about. It's about showing the pride and sacrifice that every Canadian feels every day to be Canadian, and we're obviously here to represent that, so we hope they feel that.
There's so much offense on both sides, but that game between you is fundamentally pretty defensive. Why do you think that is in this best on best, that it ends up being that way?
I think because when in the regular season, just call a spade. Not everybody's focused on playing defense. The game now is dictated by offense, and everybody pushes stats and goals, and there's so many power plays called and all that it's hard for these guys to play 25 minutes a night and play both ends of the rink. It just doesn't happen. And you want these guys producing offensively, but in a tournament like this, the details in the game are what wins you championships. And that's why you see it in playoff time as well. So you have every top player in the league really dialed into the details, focused on a 200-foot game, and at the end of the day, everyone's worried about defense because you know that if you give the talent that these other teams have an opportunity to score, they're going to score. If you give up a bunch of odd man rushes or power plays, they're going to make you pay. So you have to focus on the defensive side of the game, and that's what you're seeing.
Brad, Tom Brady used to say all the time, in these situations, we didn't come this far to come this far.
Yeah.
How important is it for you guys to finish it off here?
Yeah, nobody's happy with second place, on either side. So I think that's what's going to make this game such an incredible game to watch and be part of, is that, you feel the excitement and pride both countries have, and it's going to make it a tough one.
Last question. Have you heard from your teammate Charlie McAvoy at all?
Yeah, but that's going to stay private.